Homesick, Ian Hink.
Hi.
Do you get
That
homesick?
wasn't a response to what you said.
It works. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, I get homesick. My hometown is beautiful.
If there was an Ian plushie and I pressed it, it would go,
You'd go,
hi. So this was a game that you wanted to check out, and you wanted to tell the community of GameTrailers.com about Homesick.
Hi, community of GameTrailers.com.
So
Yeah.
I will facilitate this. You tell me.
Yeah. Well, it is a puzzle game, a first-person, slow exploration, independent. You know, it checks all of those boxes.
Right.
You know, I'll say this: it's a short game. We're going to discuss a lot of the things in it. If games like this are your kind of thing, do not watch this video. Stop right now. Go play it.
Well, your kind of thing, and you don't like them spoiled by other people.
Right.
Because there are definitely games where people can explain the whole gimmick of it,
Yeah.
and I still enjoy experiencing that, not gimmick, but or that, the mechanics of it.
The term emergent gameplay, which I don't probably know the dictionary definition of, but it seems to apply to this.
So spoilers will emerge in this conversation.
Yeah, spoilers will emerge. But the nature of the game is the puzzle is figuring out what to do and how to do it and why. And there are some parts later on that really gave me quite a thrill in a way that I haven't felt in a while, like kind of like figuring out something in Myst or Riven, kind of a thrill, that I would hate to spoil for someone. So seriously, if you like slow indie puzzle games, check it out right now. Okay.
So it's good. So you like, before they leave,
I like it.
You like it.
I like
good.
it.
Okay.
It's quite brief, but I like it.
Compared to other games of its ilk?
I mean, it depends. Like Gone Home is pretty brief as well. This is, I think, shorter than that. You can take as long as you want to take in this, to an extent. But anyway, spoilers begin. So you wake up in a room and you have to, and you don't know what's going on. There are things around written in a language that you can't discern. You walk pretty slowly. And you can't go outside because anytime you go near windows, it gets super bright and like stops you from going, because the sun like hurts you or something. And the building is dead. It's like some kind of like post-apocalyptic nightmare has taken place. It's not a scary game. It's very calm, like piano soundtrack and stuff like that. And you figure out that basically the thing you have to do in each area, brass tacks, is find water and put it on these flowers so they can bloom.
Oh, cool.
And then you're allowed to go to, like, it then lets you go to sleep. And when you go to sleep, you go into like this nightmare version of the area where there's like this black toxic goo coming up out of the floor, kind of. It's not really a goo, but whatever. And in the nighttime, you have this axe that during the day you're like too weak to pick up because you find it. And then you basically have to just like chop down the door to get to the next room. Okay. Because you're basically in the top bedroom or whatever, your apartment, and you're kind of trying to get out, I guess, basically. Sort of, more or less. Yeah, and so daytime, you move slowly and you're trying to solve these puzzles to make these flowers bloom, and then you'll go to sleep. Laying down is how you save also, so you have to get back to like a couch or a bed to save, and after you use one, after you like complete the room and use one, you can't sleep there again, so it's kind of a hint to be like, just move forward. And then you unlock like shortcuts and stuff at night with the axe.
Can you like die while you're puzzle solving? Like how would you fail or
you can't,
have to like load a save?
I don't think you die during the day. At night, if you stop moving, the blackness overtakes you and you wake back up, which sometimes you do intentionally. The first time it happened to me, it was because I left a light off, and if you go into the darkness, it's basically the opposite of the daytime. Yeah. And there are a couple of other little puzzles that like emerge. You have to figure out these filing cabinets and stuff like that to move forward, and there's like a gymnasium and stuff. But my favorite thing in the whole game, my favorite puzzle, involves solving the alphabet. So you can find things in the world that figure out what which letters correspond to which symbols. Okay. And you can like put them on these blocks. And because you pick up these blocks, they're just like wood blocks, not even like kids' blocks, just like wooden cubes, and they have a symbol on it, and it's just blinking, and you're like, what is going on? And I accidentally hit W to try to move while carrying it, and then it set a W on the block. And so then you realize, like, by going around, you piece it together that you can replace these symbols with letters, and then it does that everywhere in the game. So then eventually you can read everything. That's the biggest spoiler. So it was, I don't know, I got such a thrill out of, like, figuring that out and then doing it that it was such a blast to me. I don't know. I geeked out about it.
Well, it's kind of like Wheel of Fortune, too, where you could probably read some things even with some letters missing.
After a while, like, I figured out once I knew what every symbol meant with, like, a number of letters not filled in, and I could pretty quickly read the letters. I was actually kind of surprised. I was like, oh yeah, human brain, you can kind of just be like, that's an R, and go for it, you know?
Brains are cool.
Brains are cool. But it's a fun game.
You'd like to play those games that remind you that you have one.
Yeah, yeah. And there is a bit of a story. You find that out. I got through the game in, I'm not even sure if it was 1 or 2 hours, hour and a half. There are some, I didn't go back to the first, like, half of the game after solving the alphabet to read the letters and books and stuff. So there are a few little things that
there's no, like, New Game Plus or some, like, cycling of the game that you would play.
I'm not sure if there is. I didn't go back in to play it again, but it's a really cool experience, and, like, there is a bit of a story and, like, things.
Yeah, are you homesick for an actual location, or is it homesick like there was an apocalypse and you're nostalgic for the way things used to be?
There's
or
definitely
both?
a double or triple entendre with the title. Yeah. That's all I'll say there.
So it's basically Gone Home meets Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, because of the flowers. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I guess it's like Gone Home meets Fallout meets Gone Home again.
A second time.
A second time.
But the first Gone Home isn't the same as the second.
Has a more lengthy conversation with Gone Home the second time, and, like, drops most of the Fallout stuff aside from the setting, and then even part of that.
But kind of cool to play just like a 2-hour experience.
Yeah,
you know?
I would definitely. If you're into this kind of thing, if you're not into this kind of thing, you will hate it. But if you are, I think you'll like it. It's cool. It's got some cool ideas.
Do you think it's a terrible thing to say that some people could potentially load up a Just Plate and literally see you on the couch and just be like, nope? Just like, I would say
that is a safe thing, and there are probably a lot of people who do that.
Or but then there's the other half of the world that's just like, all right. This is going to be good.
It's a weird game. This is definitely
it is a game I remember. I know. I remember what it looks like. I remember kind of having
it looks pretty good.
The Last of Us.
The way it looks.
Kind of,
does have
rustiness
kind of a vibe
to it, but at the same time, it is beautiful. The weather effects are really pretty.
The game actually does look a lot like the opening menu with the window of Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of reminiscent of that.
But
they took that and made a good game.
It's a cool thing. The piano thing is cool, just for fun. I was talking.
Stop spoiling things.
No.
Just don't throw piano out there.
It's a great game. It's a fun game. I mean, I really hope people stopped watching this and went and played it, because we ruined this game. We've destroyed this game at this point.
I disagree. Stuff like that I still like to experience in
Really?
the game. But if we did spoil it
for me, I'd be bummed. Like, if someone mentioned the alphabet thing, I'd be mad at that person. I would be mad at me if I were me watching this.
You can reach me at Ian Hank on Twitter if you want to complain.
Okay, yeah.
Send all complaints there. Thanks, Ian.
Okay.